And good day, everyone. Buenos dias to everyone who is listening out there, watching us on the wonderful Golden Power Couple podcast. I am your host, MJ, with my co host, and more lovely than I am, Angie.
Oh, what you call me? MJ?
No, Angie.
Hi. Greetings, everyone.
So, how we doing today?
I'm awesome. How about yourself?
I'm doing hot, but we're in Florida, as many people have already they've listened to us. We know that we know you know that we are in Florida.
Mm,
There's a tongue twister there, right?
yeah.
And it is brutally hot, but apparently, as we film this, it is not as hot as the rest of the country. So,
Yeah, they have a lot of storms and stuff going on surrounding us. That's why I try not to complain because there's a lot of things going around around the nation and the world.
yeah.
So,
We're on the west coast of Florida. We haven't gotten any rain, and I heard from a cousin of mine, and he's on the east coast of Florida, down in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and they got flooding.
yeah.
And you think that Florida's such a thin state that wouldn't if it rains there, it's rain. No, no,
You walk across the street and you can see the whole
right.
wall of
Yeah,
rain as it comes down. So, yeah.
yeah. You could be on a dry side of the street and it's raining on the other
Okay,
side of the
Mr.
street.
Weatherman.
So, what we're going to talk about here is if you've been knowing this, we've been kind of going down the body. We did some neck, we did shoulders, we did, and mostly right now we're going through a lot of stretches. And so now we're going to start getting into a little more media stuff here, and we're going to start doing the core exercises and some crunch exercises that really should help you as seniors. This helps your balance. This was going to keep you from falling. This is just going to keep you stabilized too. Many of the seniors, they actually that you can actually lose and deteriorate skeletal muscle past the age of 30. So we're talking seniors, folks, 55, 60, 65, 70, in that neighborhood, starting to get up there. And
And what it seems like too, as we get older, you notice, oh, my back, you go to bend over, they're
Mhm.
holding their lower back. And you're right, the core muscles, once they're strengthened, they help with that.
Right,
So you have your abdominal area, all those muscles, and then your back. If your back is weakened, you bending over to pick something up, then it's a lot of it has nothing to do with your back or my back is weak. It's a lot of the muscles in your abdomen. Also, of course, we tell you bend at your knees to take the pressure off your back and your not really abdominal, but mostly your lower back. That's what the whole bending at the knees, lifting with your thighs, what that whole type of wording does.
right. Now, if your knees hurt and it hurts more than the back, then we're here to correct that. That's what we're gonna do. When you talked about those muscles around the core there, it's local and global stabilization muscles, and the local stabilization refers to the muscle groups they attach to the pelvis and that goes to the spine in that area. The global muscles are the sorry.
You always have an accessory. So you have your support system. So if you have your main abdominal areas, almost like the abdominal, what is it, the abductors or obtrusives or something.
The
Um,
retroverse abdominis and
yes,
rectus
yes.
abdominis.
So that your whole middle line, like, oh, I got a six pack, or or you feel like, oh, I got a bare gut. Again, that area you have to strengthen it, and it's muscles work together. So it starts at, let's say, by your belly button, and it goes out, and then it goes wraps around, and it's now your spine, and then your upper thigh muscles and things like that. So again, they work in groups.
Right.
That's how the whole body, thank God, works.
And those local muscles, they're in your back, they attach to the spine. And, when we talk about the core, and you said six pack abs. Look,
Hmm.
we're not going to get you six pack abs. We're going to tell you that right off the bat. We can work toward it. And one of those things that we can work toward is just making sure that there's something under there stable
Yeah.
so that you can keep your
Tighten, strengthen, support.
right,
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh,
right.
yeah. Now, the part is, again, it's younger people who can achieve these six-pack abs easier
Mhm.
because gravity on our older bodies, they say, "Oh, things start to sag and stuff," which includes your abdominal muscles. Unfortunately, as we age, the whole aging process with the gravity pulls on it.
Mm.
So, yes, us women, our breasts sag, and the men notice, well, more of a belly budge. Oh, I don't drink a lot of beer and stuff like that, but the organs will start to shift down. So what we're doing is giving you the basic exercise to tighten that area so that shifting is not as pronounced.
Right. And, it's proven, and you can back me up on this. The skeletal muscle, as I said earlier, can start deteriorating past 30. It deteriorates at 3 to 8% each year past the
Oh, yeah.
30. So it can really go downhill. What we want to do is we want to bring that back a little bit. We want to have it come back and make sure that you're stable and can
Yeah.
walk better and um, we'll let you know, we walked to downtown, where we're at, and, so about, half a mile, and, we get through it,
Yeah.
and we
Oh,
want
yeah.
you to do the same.
And again, the lifting of your legs as you're walking also comes with support from your core muscles too.
S
So it's more than just the bending and the lifting. It's also lifting your legs and walking. It is all connected. So if you still want to just enjoy walking, not saying you go for the was a million mile marathon run and sprint and all that stuff, but just your basic able to walk, pick your legs up and climb the flight of steps, you gotta have that support, muscles from your core area.
So, a well-rounded core program can actually help stabilize you. We talked earlier in our other podcasts about the upper cross syndrome. This actually kind of can help straighten out your back as well. You're not hunched over because your core is stronger, and you can actually lean back and go, "Oh, that feels better." Oh,
Yeah, so yeah. Simple exercise too. Mike, MJ is going to go into a couple of exercises that you can do to support that area. But this is not even a real exercise, but you know how they say suck in your gut? The cute
mhm.
girls walking by, or you're in the army, right? Stick your chest out shoulder, suck in your gut. That's actually a great strengthening exercise for your core.
That's
Now you hold it for 5 seconds and continue to breathe properly, but it's definitely tightening everything up. So don't think, "Oh, they're just saying that take authority and power over you." No, it really has a good reason why you should be doing that.
And actually, in the trainer's world, we call that the drawing in exercise. So that's actually a core exercise there. It's called drawing in, where you're, like Angie said, you're gonna
Sucking that
you suck
gut.
in the gut and hold
Yeah.
it for 10 seconds or so,
Uh,
and that's one
oh,
exercise
yeah.
as well. So there's
It's
a
good,
little
and
bonus
it
for you before we start.
builds the diaphragm too. So, of course, with your breathing and your diaphragm is up here is a large muscle and abdominal, so you're sucking it in, or that's how you breathe deep.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's all connected. The body is a wonderful thing, how it works to compensate and help each part.
So the exercises we're going to look at today, we're going to do some crunches, and we're going to do some planks. And these are a good foundation for that core. I like doing crunches. I've been doing them for, I don't know, I want to say millions of years. And then there is the planks.
Uh-huh.
Planks are, something that is done. You basically, you're going to get on the floor for this. We're going to tell you this right off the bat. Planks, you're going to get on the floor. So you get in that push up position. When you're doing the planks, you're going to get in the push up position. Now go down to your elbows. When you go down to your elbows, hold those elbows together, or your hands together, your fists together as you're doing that. Kind of give yourself a whole plank platform,
Yeah.
as it were. We want your back to be straight. It should be straight as a board. Look, you don't see any warped planks around. You ain't building anything with warped planks.
Oh, I
So
thought you was gonna do a pirate joke, walk
no,
the plank or
no,
something,
no,
you
I'm not going
know?
to do walk the plank.
Okay, I was
But
waiting for that, but go.
so you're going to want to be straight as a board. So from the kinetic chain of your shoulders, your back, your glutes and your legs should all be one nice angle straight. And then hold that. You're going to hold it for 20 seconds. Then when you go down after that 20 seconds, give yourself 30 seconds rest and then go ahead and do it again and see how you feel after that.
And
It,
continue to breathe. Be mindful of every breath as you move through this slow and cautiously, focusing on your breaths.
yeah. So you're gonna hold that and do it again. See how you do after 2 sets. And if you're like, "Oh boy, I don't know if I can do this or not." That's fine. Do 2 sets. Next week, do 2 sets. The following week, try 3 at that and see where you can go from there. And you just want to go slowly on that. So there's your definition of planks. If you're watching on YouTube and Spotify, you'll see the demonstration there that I do for it. If you're listening on Apple, I just described it so you can get an idea of it. And I just wanted we didn't do our disclaimer though too. The fact that I'm a NASM certified, accredited certified trainer, correction exercise specialist, and nutrition coach. Angie is,
I'm a nurse with over 40 years experience. Plus, I am a health and wellness coach specializing in aromatherapy and hypnotherapy for the past 25, 30 years.
yeah. So there's our disclaimer of our background.
And exercise, also disclaimer, if you feel any type of weakness, disorientation, nausea, uh, first of all, you should really have yourself checked out before you start any exercise program from your doctor. But please stop, okay?
Yeah.
And continue to monitor. Your body is brilliant. It's going to tell you when things are not going right, okay? So listen to your body.
Talk about listening to a body, and in the gym, I was at. They had there's a young lady. I'm going to say 86 years old, and as her trainer said that, she's a tough cookie, and so I was thinking tough cookies is those harder rock cookies that you can get for ginger snaps, sometimes they're hard as rocks, but,
Well, ginger's good for you,
yeah,
though.
ginger is good for you,
Sounds okay
maybe not
about
ginger
ginger.
snaps, but ginger is good for you. So, but she's 86 years old, and
Let's say she's tough as nails.
yeah,
Yeah, we
she
like
was
to tend to talk about food a
in
lot in this country, so it's food oriented, so we want you to be healthy. Sorry,
She,
tough as
she
nails.
goes to town on the weights, man. She's and, when I grow up, I wanna be her, that type of thing. That's, the way I look at it. So, um, so now the next exercise as we're gonna do a crunch, and you're gonna get on the floor again. Sorry about that. These are floor exercises. These are gonna work that stomach, so we want you to get on the floor. But this one, you lay flat on your back. You're gonna bend your knees up, and then you're just gonna kinda pick your shoulders up. You're not gonna do the full sit up. We're not, in the army. You're gonna not gonna do the full sit up. You're just gonna kinda pick your shoulders up, but do hold it for a second. Hold it for a second or 2, then go back down. Come back up, then go back down. So while you're doing that, do a set of 20. See how that feels for you. You're on your back. It's just real comfortable and a good movement. Um, just do that for 20. Then maybe a couple days later, do it again. See what you can do. If you can do 25, work your way up. And if you can get up to 50, if you do 50 a day, that's a really good, strong exercise for your core.
Yeah. Now, again, we want to have a broad audience. And again, we want to cater to those who are a little bit older in the years and may have slight weaknesses and disabilities. If you cannot get on the floor, then here's a different exercise that's a little bit simpler, but it also works your core abdominal muscles. If you sit in a chair, you hold on to the sides of the chair and you lift your legs up off the floor. That's almost like doing a crunch, okay?
That would be
As
kind of a
long as
reverse crunch, yes.
yeah, keeping your back straight,
Mhm.
correct, Michael?
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
MJ, correct me if I'm
Yes.
wrong.
Yeah. Back
And
straight.
lift those both knees up,
Mhm.
right?
Right.
Feet off the floor.
Right.
okay? So that way you're not on the floor because I've fallen and I can't get up. We don't want that,
Right.
okay? Because as a nurse, there's been times where my clients in home care, well, I had to call 911 because I had no one at home and I couldn't get off the floor. So we don't want you saying, well, we went on the floor because MJ and Angie said to
Yeah.
go on the floor. And no, all right. So please, please, please be mindful, be careful. We do want you to be healthy, but we want you to be safe. So the easiest one that you can do if you know your knees and your strength is not there yet, sit in a chair and do hold on to the sides of the chair and lift those legs up and down slowly and breathing in and breathing out. Okay. And try to get the repetitions up, increase the number.
If you want to also, and I don't have a problem with it. I'm sure you won't have a problem with it. But if you want to do those crunches like I explained, or like Angie has that, lay on your bed, bring your knees up and do them on your bed. It might be a little more work for you simply because you're on a soft, comfy bed and you're trying to pick your shoulders up, but that could work as well.
Mm-hmm.
Another one that you could do if you're on your bed is to lie flat with your feet out, bring your feet together, raise them about 6 inches
Oh, yeah.
and hold it for
Oh,
10
yes.
seconds
Yes.
and then go back down.
That's great. That's good modification. So yeah, there's like, oh, I can't do it. Oh, I can't do this. Well, yes,
Right.
you can. If there's a will, there's a way. And you just have to kind of tweak it here and there to make it fit your lifestyle and the way your disposition of your body currently is in. And that's why we're trying to give you these exercises to improve so that you're able to do more of the things that you had done as a child or younger.
Mhm. Now, let's say you're getting really advanced at this. You want to change up the crunches in some form or way of doing it. And the way to do that is go to the side of if you're in a gym, you can do it on one of the benches. If you're on your home, you can lay on the floor again and drape your feet over uh, the seat of the cushion of the couch. And you can do that. And then again, like I said, those are going to be a little tougher. So you might want to start if you get up to 50 on the crunches on the floor, you may want to start back again at 20. And there's nothing that says don't have to do that. You can start again at 20 and go ahead and just raise your shoulders up, hold it for a second, and then come back down. Hold it for a second, come back down. And that'll even help you stronger on that too.
Yes, yes. Keep in mind also you have the body is smart. So you see what's on the outside and you're like, okay, you got that little pudge you're pulling at adipose tissue, which is the fat. You have the visceral layer. You have that layers of fat that's surrounding the abdomen, but also can push up and be careful. It also affects the heart. So
Mhm.
that's why we're saying if you have exercise, complement it with proper dietary intake also. So you're decreasing the fat cells that are in that area because again, it's more pressure with the weight that accumulates midsection core into your heart. And we don't want to strain on your heart. So if you can do dark green leafy vegetables, watch the fat buying type foods over processed foods. Again, the sweets, if you are a beer drinker, maybe switch to wine or the light beer, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Or
And
switch to
everything in
water. You could
yeah,
do that too.
everything in moderation. So again, I know the football season, which we love, is going to
Mhm.
be coming pretty soon, and you're going to be gathering. You have a little, don't be like, what was it?
Tailgate. Mhm.
The Scottish people came and
Oh,
they were
the
doing the
tartan army.
pints and
Yes.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, and oh God, and I'm just thinking of all the heat and all that drinking. Well, that's a whole another story. But yes, again, so protect that area. Also, there's what's the weight belts to give you support
Those I
too,
don't recommend
you
anymore.
know?
They
No,
don't sell
no, they
no,
don't say
they
it's
don't sell those anymore because they get
even for
too
the
tight and you get too
teenagers.
much, yeah, you get too
Oh
much
wow.
on your strain on do it yourself, do it you against your body. That's what you wanna
Well,
do.
I'm just saying to keep everything kind of in alignment.
Mhm.
That's my thing with using them, not for it's gonna enhance the muscle movement or anything,
It
but just to give you more support, especially if you have a weakened back now. So they're saying absolutely no go.
you can use that you can if you're talking that back brace type,
No, it's not a brace. It's just
like a weight belt.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
No.
don't use
Oh,
that.
okay.
Don't
Okay.
use that. That's the reason
Okay.
why they don't really sell those anymore.
Okay.
You don't find them too much anymore or anything
That's
like
why I'm
that.
asking a
So
personal trainer. Okay.
so
Look what I know.
so
But I know in even a woman maternity, if they have the baby, they would wrap them with like an abdominal binder
mhm.
because they know the structures in that area have weakened through the whole pregnancy process. So I was just thinking with the older people,
I have
just to
seen
have
I have seen
the
3
support.
pregnant ladies in the gym this week, and not one of them was using any kind of belt or anything, and they all looked like
Okay, this was
they
when
were doing about
while
2
they're
weeks.
still in the hospital, but, okay. I know, I totally get what you're saying. Just like if you have abdominal surgery, they will put you in a binder that you have to be careful. It was just a thought.
One of the
So,
things also
I
that
will research that for you.
one of the
Mhm.
things also with pregnant people is that you make sure, period, you get your doctor's clearance, period, to do that.
Oh yeah, oh, yeah, and being a nurse and doing maternal child, I know a lot of time the doctor will tell you, of course, that extra weight is going to throw you off balance, so you do have to be careful with
Mhm,
that. But usually, it's any exercise you did before pregnancy, you're usually safe to continue.
mhm.
But that's again another different
And I'm
story.
sure our our
Right.
our audience who are mostly seniors are thinking, "I ain't getting pregnant." No, I already have 3 kids and, or
Right.
4
You
kids or
and your
25 or
grandkids or
whatever.
your other kids, your daughter-in-laws, and all that other
No,
stuff.
I got a full and complete roster. I'm not going
Yeah.
there any further
Yeah.
anymore. So
Sometimes that extra girth may feel like you're about 5, 6, 8 months pregnant, but okay.
yeah, that's after a July 4th barbecue or some or Christmas or Thanksgiving dinner. That's where you feel like you gained 40 pounds,
Mm,
just on that. So, that's pretty much the exercise wise.
yeah.
That's pretty much all I had. I don't know if you have anything.
No, again, I do like that modify it, that if you can't get on the floor, what MJ say about the whole bed thing, if you need firmer support, put something like a bed board or something under the mattress if the mattress is not firmer.
Right.
If that will help you.
Hmm.
But again, you have the chair, you sit in a chair, you do the lifts. Start off gentle, do your I say sucking in the gut. What did you say?
Drawing in maneuver.
Drawing in, okay? So do cycles of that and hold it. So Michael's claim to fame is his cousin was in that movie and the
Yeah.
cute girl walked by and he sucked in his gut.
People know the movie. It's Caddyshack.
Yeah, okay. So think of that, but that's a guy thing all the time or whatever. But women also sucking in and
Yes.
stick the puppies out or whatever. So yeah, so just
Okay.
okay. So, yes, so just continue to be mindful of what your body is telling you. If it is telling you, okay, I've had enough and let's not continue yet and do more. So then please do not proceed.
Mm,
Okay. And always stay hydrated. Always try to be in that proper mindset that you're doing this for the wellness of your body, that it's not a task or a chore or something that oh, I don't want to do it. I dread it. Do it, accept it in a positive frame of mind, and that will help you to succeed in doing it.
mhm. So, I love her jokes, and I love her, and there's not a
Not a
doggone thing she
joke.
can do about it.
It
So
wasn't a joke.
so no, you were talking about the
That's not a joke,
okay.
Michael.
Oh,
Us women understand that.
okay. All right. So I think that is it. We thank you for listening to this. We went a little off kilter a little bit here and there, but nothing wrong with that. That's what we want to do. So we appreciate you.
We're here to entertain and to
Yeah.
inform.
Yeah.
So, yes, thank you for
And
tuning in.
yep. And thank you. And you have a wonderful day.
Yes, be wise, be healthy, be blessed.
Oh, one last thing. If you want to email us, it's at the end of here, goldpowercouple@gmail.com. So
Yes. And tell us some more jokes.
we could always use them. So, all right.
Thank you.
Thank you. See
Okay.
ya.
Bye bye.